Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Okay, so this is weird. I don't know if you guys caught this. Is this even normal? Gurgavin here on Twitter posting this. For some reason, we have 21 Fed speeches this week. Yeah, 21 speeches by the Fed, and some of them are happening, 4 of them. 4 out of the 20 are happening today, October the 17th, if you guys are watching this video on the day that it's released. And it just seems like, I don't know, some of these topics. Williams moderates discussion on the Economic Club of NY. Bauman speaks on innovation in payments. Barkin speaks on the economic outlook. Kashkari participates in a moderated discussion. It seems like these guys are working overtime, in order to kind of get the word out, education on this new economic outlook, perhaps new technologies that are going to be implemented, maybe, just maybe, preparing people for that coordinated takedown that they're never going to admit it's coordinated. But we all know, based on the research we have done, that, this economy cannot stand on its own for much longer. Even just taking a look at the debt clock real quickly here, you guys can see dollar supply, moving lower, which we found to be interesting a few weeks ago when we were looking at this, and the national debt just keeps climbing. $33 trillion and mounting, guys. So, it's not looking good. Look up here, U.S. debt to GDP ratio 2000, and that's the gross. The U.S. national debt divided by the gross domestic product at the end of the year 2000 fiscal year. You guys can see that over here, 55.89%. Now we have over 120%, 124.1% to be exact. So, it's mounting. It's really not looking great. Gold, perhaps, or some gold, backed cryptos, maybe. We've got the BRICS countries looking towards, something else to trade in. They're probably going to use their fiat currency, but even their fiat currencies are susceptible to this new great economic reset. So, interesting to see the Fed is, I guess working over. I don't know. Maybe this is normal. Maybe I'm just, maybe I have no idea and this is normal anyway. If somebody has any idea, please do put it down in the comment section, or you can tag me over there on Twitter. Want to keep moving, Mr. Mann, bringing this up. Presentation from Kenneth Rogaroff, okay? He is from the G30 speaking on the gold standard. And if I bring up this document, guys, this is from a few years ago, but it's interesting to note where they saw things going then, okay? Only from about 3 years ago. This is kind of mid-pandemic. Digital currencies and stable coins, risks and opportunities and challenges ahead. I will link this in the description of the video if you guys are interested in reading through this. Again, from the G30, and Dr. Kenneth Rogaroff commenting on the gold standard. Not only that, interoperability, that was still a fairly new topic when it came to central banks, cross-border transactions back then. Listen to this.
There are issues for monetary policy. I won't talk about that here, but I have to mention privacy. This is obviously key. How do you regulate privacy? I can't summarize it here, but obviously this is an absolutely key question. I also have to mention that we need an international platform. The gold standard here is to find something where there's interoperability, where different central banks in different countries, different players can tap in to a similar system. This may sound, very good. Don't we all want this? Actually, as you're well aware from looking at the digital divide, looking at the dominance of the US and the current rails of the global financial system, it is a very contentious issue. In fact, sort of coming back to, what are some of the driving forces here? The dollar dominates the world at the moment. And it's not just that it's used in transactions. The US dominates the payment system in many ways. And I think one of the motivations that's driving many countries to think about doing something different is precisely to have other channels. Anyway, they're just very interesting topics. Thank you, all of you, for being here.
So interesting, still at a time when US dollar dominance was fairly high. Fast forward a few years, obviously now we are, getting more technological with our cross-border global payment system. And so here he talks about interoperability, where different central banks, companies, and different players can tap into a similar system. That system these banks are using is RippleNet. In the G30 report about this webinar, they explicitly mentioned Ripple and XRP. Again, guys, from a few years ago, but check this out. Carney raised the question of whether a globally coordinated systemic hegemonic currency could dampen the spillover shock associated with the dominance of the US dollar as a reserve currency. A systemic hegemonic currency could, for example, be a stablecoin backed by a basket of deposits at different central banks. It is possible that such a stablecoin could be valuable for cross-border payments, serving a function similar to that offered in the private sector by Ripple, a real-time gross settlement system, currency exchange, and remittance network whose digital currency XRP leapfrogs slow and expensive correspondent banking. So we had this here from this report. Meanwhile, we've got Dr. Kenneth Rogoff discussing this interoperability here. So, I mean, now that it's 2023 and, the rubber has hit the road, I think that, the United States as a country, as a government, as regulators, I feel like, everybody kind of needs to kick it into high gear right now because they do not want to be left behind, especially now that dollar dominance is getting lower and lower. Anyway, wanted to thank Mr. Mann and Gurgavin there on Twitter for posting that. Michael Branch bringing this up with regards to more XRP adoption, guys, this time with Roblox. I believe this is a game that kids play online, something like that. Roblox expands in-game purchase payment options with XRP integration. So Roblox, the immensely popular online gaming platform with over 200 million active users, monthly active users, is breaking new ground by adopting XRP as a payment method for in-game purchases. The announcement was made on October the 17th, guys. So today, if you're watching this video on the day that it's released, through BitPay's official X channel. So BitPay did make this announcement. Xsolla is now accepting XRP with BitPay as a payment method for their games, such as Smite Game and Roblox. You can use your favorite cryptocurrency to buy, play, and enjoy gaming like never before. So a fairly big move here. And we've heard of XRP being integrated into games in the past. We know the X Initiative, or Ripple X rather, was associated with a gaming company a couple of years ago now. Roblox, though, which boasts 65.6 million active daily users, has recognized the growing interest in cryptos, with 44% of its user base under the age of 13. Yeah, so it's for kids. The integration of XRP as a payment option signifies a significant stride towards crypto adoption among younger audiences. So, you're going to be a 13-year-old or under asking, if your parents, if they could buy some XRP so that you can purchase something in game. It reminds me of when my brother, he's significantly younger than me, asked my dad and my stepmom if he could buy Bitcoin for this game that he was playing or for something that he was doing way back in 2011. I think he was 11 years old or something like that. It was either 2010 or 2011, and his parents were like, no, that's garbage. Why do you need that? You don't need Bitcoin to buy anything. And now my brother's significantly older, and he is into cryptocurrency today. And he does wish, this was November 2011 down here, guys, when Bitcoin was at $3 per coin. Even if you had a little bit of change left over, could you imagine how much that Bitcoin would be worth today? And yeah, he reminds my parents of it every single chance he gets. Anyway, so XRP integration with Roblox here, another big milestone, guys, and this is all happening through BitPay. I've noticed a lot of integration through BitPay specifically for these cryptocurrency payments now being integrated with all their clients. So this is looking very, very promising. Another Ripple partnership here, elevating the Men's Cricket World Cup 2023. This time, Ripple partner Niam is joining ICC to join forces here. Niam is in partnership with the International Cricket Council, and they unveiled a spectacular set of events to electrify the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup in 2023 in India. So this is happening right now, October 5th through November the 19th. Continuing the successful partnership, Niam and the ICC are once again poised to celebrate inclusion, change, and innovation in the world of cricket, with a focus on engaging millions of cricket enthusiasts worldwide. This year's offerings promise to be even more immersive and impactful. So, when we've been, seeing those Ripple banners on the sides here on the boards of the soccer fields, well, Niam is a Ripple partner, and they're, getting their fair share of promotion too. If you guys can see there, if I punch in there, you guys can see the Niam boards back there. So more promotion, to use this type of technology for payments. Few sporting events bring passion and people closer together than the Cricket World Cup. Events will be hosted during the tournament and will celebrate innovation, partnerships, and leaderships, both on and off the pitch. We can't wait to explore new frontiers that connect with cricket fans and friends globally. So this coming from Niam, nothing in relation to payment partnerships. Nevertheless, good to get the word out, the exposure here. Of course, India is already a very Ripple-enabled company, so it does make sense, that Niam would have a presence over there at the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup 2023 in India. Going to keep moving along, guys, because Wrath of Kahneman did bring this to our attention. Accounting software provider Xero is partnering up with Ripple user Modular to make it simpler for businesses to automate their accounts payable functions. So guys, check this out here. Xero and Modular have partnered up to make accounts payable easier, including by consolidating multiple payments to the same beneficiary. Often considered to lag behind other areas of business, accounting and finances, accounts payable and accounts receivable are the beating hearts of a business's day-to-day comings and goings. I mean, if you're not receiving and sending money, that is kind of key to business, right? I don't know what you're doing, but disparities in platforms and terminology, manual processes, and convoluted ways of working make it harder for small firms to pay their bills and to be getting paid. Xero and Modular's partnership, though, will enable payments to be processed on their own or in a batch, meaning inefficiencies can be removed when handling high volumes of transactions. Where there are multiple payments being made to the same beneficiary, the partnership will see them consolidated into a single payment, saving businesses and their accountants time and reducing transaction costs. In the statement, the two companies said this is a unique benefit for both Xero and Ripple partner Modular. It will be a boost for small and medium-sized businesses, in particular, who choose to make the use of Xero and Modular's joint solution, the lifeblood of most economies. Small firms are often on the sharp end when it comes to cash flow challenges. So they're seeing this as a benefit for those small to medium-sized businesses. You know, it's not so much the large businesses that can benefit from a lot of this XRP adoption through the XRP ledger. It's a lot of these small to medium-sized businesses that need to compete with the big guys, and so this is one of those use cases where we're seeing Ripple partner Modular really kind of leverage their tech to benefit. In this case, Xero. So it's a symbiotic relationship. They're both going to be benefiting from this. Ultimately, though, small to medium-sized businesses are really going to be the beneficiaries. And it's similar to how we have the big banks using their Nostro and Vostro accounts to allow medium and smaller banks to conduct cross-border transactions, 10 years ago. Now, because we have Ripple technology, that is going to be a thing of the past. And it's also why these big banks really, really dislike Ripple technology, because it's taking a chunk out of their bottom line. So good to democratize payments, to help small business owners really kind of thrive. But this is why we're also seeing the SEC acting like dingbats, purportedly playing stupid, when really we have a feeling it's because they're in the back pockets of the big banks. Okay, well, it is what it is, another Ripple partnership, which sounds good for the books. Of course, the Ripple Swell event is happening this year in, Dubai? And the Swell agenda is live, guys. Over the course of 2 days, you'll hear from Ripple customers, team members, and industry thought leaders discussing how financial institutions and businesses are leveraging crypto and blockchain technology. So here's the panel. Some people who are going to be in attendance: the CEO of the DIFC Authority, co-founder of Polygon. We got Ripple President Monica Long, Henson Orser, CEO, Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority. Of course, Brad Garlinghouse, Vice President of the MENA Circle, advisor of Primex, and the founder and CEO of Tacit's over here. And I will link the agenda, guys, in the description of this video if you're interested. The agenda here, as outlined, Swell is happening over November the 8th and 9th. So this is the first day. Swellabration here, 6 to 9 p.m. As you can see here, they're going to be talking about CBDCs and stablecoins, their Palau stablecoin initiative that has been gaining a lot of traction. And then the second day, discussing Dubai specifically, how it's becoming a world-leading crypto hub, along with some other topics here. Trends in crypto liquidity across regions. Note how they're always focusing on crypto liquidity. Of course, this is, with a lifeblood of how XRP is really going to be managed at scale and how we're really going to get that price of XRP up. More demand equals more XRP, more people, businesses, financial institutions clamoring for it, which means, guys, it'll just drive the price higher. So it's going to be the smaller companies, the bigger organizations, everybody involved on the XRP ledger, including these guys, XRP Healthcare. Despite being less than a year old, XRP Healthcare has made significant strides. Further business development officer and co-founder Laban Rooms proudly recount their journey, stating, "Our company launched at the Sologenic meetup in London on November the 9th, 2022. And in the months since we launched, our biggest impact to date, and we'll be here in Africa, starting with Uganda, where we have already identified several private healthcare facilities to acquire and upgrade once due diligence is complete, with many more to follow." So you guys can see it here. XRP Healthcare also hitting it out of the park, providing healthcare, namely in Africa, but I do believe it's in other regions as well. XRP Healthcare, here is their mission statement. I will link this all in the description of the video for you guys if you're interested in reading further. So I thought that was pretty cool. Kudos to you guys for doing what you're doing. Michael Branch also bringing this up, guys. More hints, another hint that Ripple is preparing for an IPO. And guys, I maintain that this is going to probably happen by 2025. So this article is stating Ripple has issued what many crypto enthusiasts consider a preparatory step to an initial public offering. Ripple gave a hint in a recent hiring move. This development comes amid a growing anticipation for the company to go public. And as we know, if the company does go public, that would likely mean XRP price would rise, demand would go up, considering Ripple is inextricably linked to XRP, at least optically. Realistically, they're not, but people do associate XRP with Ripple. So according to Ripple's career page, the company desires senior shareholder communications manager from 2 U.S. cities and London in the United Kingdom. The U.S. cities include New York City and Miami, Florida. And guys, what they're noticing here is Wrath of Kahneman's tweet. Here's the scoop. Ripple ICO incoming. Shareholder Communications Senior Manager, New York City. Please note this is for New York City only. You only need to apply at one location if there are multiple jobs listed. So you can apply now over there on the Ripple website, the description. In this role, you'll be responsible for the communications and relationship management strategy execution for key groups of existing and prospective investors, current shareholders, and financial analysts. All right, so why would they need this unless they were deciding to go public? And guys, notice they're hiring now. This job is probably only going to be around until they do go public. In addition to the communications team, you will work cross-functionally with most teams at Ripple. This role reports directly to the SVP of People, Places, and Communications. And so here's just a list of the things that this person is going to be responsible for. So guys, I mean, it's no surprise Brad Garlinghouse has said that Ripple is going public at some point in time. They're not going to be the first, certainly though, not the last. But need I remind you, when Coinbase went public, guys, the strategic timing of this at the height of the bull market, which gives me, some inclination that this is probably going to be the time Ripple goes public too, probably at the height of the bull market in 2025. That is my guess. And it was on the exact date, guys, April the 14th, 2021, Coinbase finally launched their IPO. It was going for, $350, $400 a share. Building off the hype of the market, why wouldn't Ripple do the same thing? People were asking me at that time, should I buy Coinbase? Should I buy Coinbase? But guys, what we have to remember is that all these shares, these types of shares, just follow the crypto market, at least as of now. The spec market is what dictates price movement. So, blockchain stocks, Coinbase stocks, whatever it's going to be, Ripple stocks eventually down the road, it's going to follow the crypto market unless there is something fundamental about it that is really going to change things. But guys, I think it's so new right now. Crypto technology, people don't really understand it. But you know what this means to me? And you know what a possible Ripple IPO will mean to me too? Is that chances are we could in fact be at the height of the market when Ripple's IPO is released. I mean, it's not guaranteed, guys. Macro factors, micro analysis, everything, all this stuff is going to be playing into how I'm going to be trading this time around. I'm taking on a different strategy, a different approach, looking at different metrics, different types of coins, guys. You can follow me on Patreon, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if you want to see what I'm trading this bull run. If that's for you guys, only $5 a month, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. You also have a direct line to me. If you have any questions, you can ask me directly. I will get back to you. So Ripple IPO, do you think it'll happen sooner than 2025? That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.